Welcome to Dante's Harmony podcast, your ultimate source for music, mentoring, and motivation. Join me, Dante Harmon, as I host a one-of-a-kind podcast that showcases the incredible world of sacred steel music. With in-depth interviews, exclusive music, and untold history, this podcast is a must-listen for anyone passionate about music. So tune in, subscribe, and let's harmonize the world of music together. Welcome everyone to another episode of Dante's Harmony, the place where music meets its roots and stories weave into the melodies of life itself. I'm your host, Dante, and today's show is not just any episode. It's a journey back to where it all began, a celebration of friendship, if you will, history, and the incredible art of sacred steel music. So as we step into Black History Month in 2024, we honor not just the heroes who paved the way, but also the vibrant culture and music that has been our guiding lights. And speaking of light, today we're going back, and I have with me a beacon of sacred steel light, Grammy-nominated virtuoso who has taken the tradition to dazzling new heights. My childhood friend, the phenomenal Robert Randolph. Yes, folks, Robert and I go way back. We share roots deeper than music itself. Groomed from the same church organization where the sound of sacred steel was our Sunday morning anthem. Our families have known each other for generations, and it's this bond that we share this heritage and that brings the extra layer of magic to today's conversation. This episode, which was actually dated May of 2020, marks a milestone for Dante's Harmony. And why is that? It was my very first interview, uncut and unedited. We were on Facebook Live, just two good friends sitting down, sharing history, life lessons, and paying homage to the late, great Derrick Campbell. Derrick's spirit and his artistry left an indelible mark on all of us. And today, we remember him with every note that we play and every story that we share. So as Robert and I dive into the tales of our childhood and the evolution of sacred steel music and the moments that have shaped us, I invite you to sit back, relax, and let the harmony of our stories enrich your soul. And here's part 2.
Boy, you thought you jammed, boy. Leo Nelson called you early Monday morning. He'd be on his truck 6:30 in the morning, like, should have took my ball and threw it at you.
Because we knew.
Like, that's the only way you grow, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like, that's the only way, man. Ain't no other way. So you got to be willing to go through that, man. And it's all the time. It's all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the bishops do it and everybody did it. But the one thing that was consistent and changed during this whole new regime is like, let's just throw it all away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you threw it all away and now you want to get it right. And then it's like, you know, they ask me, I said, I don't know, man. That's something that you got to ask, you know, the guys who created, the ones that are still alive, Ted, Calvin, Chucky, and Phil, and Lonnie Bennett, and all of these cats. Go ask them dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got the patience for it. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't. Because all it is like, let's get it right. What do we got to do? We're going to sit here all day. You know what I'm saying? Look, I actually remember the first time, Harvey and Ivan, I'm going to tell you this. We used to sit up at their house and we used to watch tapes of Glenn Lee and them at the church practicing on a Saturday.
Yep.
You know, and that's the first time I'm like, wow, man, this is interesting. I think, man, we were like 13,
all the time.
14 years old, and we watching these tapes like, wow, man, these dudes actually preparing.
And we're killing.
So then while we would be in Ohio and Detroit, so I'd be telling those dudes, come on, man, let's get together. Let's go to the church, man. Let's go get down. Let's go practice. Let's go practice. What we gonna do? We're gonna practice the Ted hymn. What we gonna do? We're gonna practice the Calvin hymn. We're gonna practice the Chucky hymn. We're gonna practice the Glenn Lee jam from 1986. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Right? Yeah. You gotta do that kind of stuff. Right?
You do.
And you
it's
argue.
Important.
Yeah, you argue amongst each other like, what you doing? That ain't no rhythm. You ain't playing no bass.
Right.
It is what it is. You know,
because we know what it's supposed to be. We know what it sounded like. We
know what it's supposed to be.
Saw it done raw. We saw. To sit in a revival that Chuck is playing, or sit in a revival that Glenn Lee is playing, or to sit in a revival that Calvin is playing. I mean, do you know how much? To this day, when I sit and watch Calvin play, I'm always walking away with something that he does.
Bro,
that's just unreal.
Bro, it's crazy, man.
The service will be down here, and it'll be like the 9th hour, literally.
Yeah.
And some wave of worship will come through, and Calvin will just do something that'll just take it right up.
All the time.
Just like, I'm just sitting there, I'm on organ or whatever, and I'm just like, that's Calvin. And I'm learning, I'm gleaning from him. Like, this is nuts.
Listen, all the time, bruh. All the time. You understand? Like, what's that dude that used to record them tapes in Nashville, man, that had that machine? You know?
You know what?
Bro, that dude got more tapes than anybody, bruh.
Dude, you talking about, I can't think of his name. He was from Pensacola.
The light-skinned dude.
Florida, he was kind of tall, lanky.
Well, him and the light-skinned dude, too. They had the recorder, right? They had from the new church in Nashville, they would tape all of the tapes on that, like, 2-track.
Bill Hardy used to do the videotapes.
No. I'm talking about cassette. I'm talking about cassettes. The cassettes.
His name was Peanut. I can't remember his real name, but Shane just typed it in. His name was Peanut. I think he passed away.
Oh, really?
I don't even know if he's. Yeah, I don't think he's living.
Wow. You know what? You're right. He did pass away.
Yeah.
It was after after Bishop Diller's funeral sometime, right? I remember that.
It was. I don't remember when. But I just know who you're talking about, because he used to record everything every time.
Wow, bruh. Listen.
Like, if we had his stash.
Listen, all I know, like, bruh, those tapes, man, that's gold, man.
It's gold.
It's gold, man. Like that stuff.
Anything from 90s on back is just solid gold.
And you want to know why, man? These dudes like all created their own style. You know what I'm saying? They all, like, people don't understand. Like, we literally, as kids, listen, first of all, our grandparents used to do it. They got the stories. Our parents did it, and we did it, right? Yeah. We couldn't wait to open the door. Who playing today? Hey, wait, man, we got to hurry up and get a seat because, Ted and Lonnie Bennett playing today. Ted and, that Dal Brundage on the organ, Jeanette on the piano. Like, they finna get down, man. Like, hey, who playing today? Oh, man, that's your dad. You got your dad with Calvin and somebody else playing. You like, whoa.
The lineup,
bro. Like, let me tell you. Listen, I got a tape. My father got the tape we got the tape of your father, Chucky, Phil, Derrick on the drums. 19. Not that one. Not that. No. This was a church service, bro.
Okay.
The church service. It was 1987, Pensacola. West Coast Assembly. I think it was in Pensacola. No, not Pensacola. Pompano. Bro.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
That's a classic.
Bro, when I'm telling you.
That's a classic.
Man, listen.
That's a classic.
And people don't understand, that was the trade. Those were the years that Chucky transitioned from Total Henry into his own world, right? And Phil used to even play different, right?
Yeah.
But that was a whole thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole thing. And then you would have Calvin. You get like Calvin, Kenny Ellis on guitar with who used to play the bass back then? Lorenzo and
Alvin Lee.
Alvin, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like Rico on the bass. It's like, man, it's like, come on, man. Like, them cats was getting down, man. Like,
all the time.
Those cats was getting the drummer.
All the time.
All of the drummers were in the pocket. You understand what I'm telling you? Cecil. Listen, all of the drummers were in the pocket.
All of them.
You know what I'm saying? Benji, Cecil, including, listen, even Shane. You know what I'm saying? All these cats in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember we used to be young. You was like, man, why Shane playing on the time? Man, get him on. Who you think he is? Like, he in the pocket. You understand? So you got to learn how to play in the pocket. You know?
In the pocket.
So until we learn how to play in the pocket, it is what it is, man. You know, you got to sit out. You got, hey,
yeah, right,
and they might let you on. You might get on.
Doing an offering.
Hey, yeah.
Or you had to wait till the benediction.
Oh, the benediction, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, man. But that's a time that's sort of been erased from these young guys' history. They have no clue, you know, and it's.
I remember when it used to be a crowd. You remember when we used to play?
Bro.
It was a crowd. Like you couldn't. Like the ushers would make the guys leave our area because it got so crowded.
Listen, they had to listen. The ushers are coming due to COVID-19 shutdown, bro. I tell you, y'all got a distance. Y'all gotta go sit in your seat. Remember, we be lined all up. We be lined all up, going up the hill on the in the balcony.
On the little ramp, yeah. Dude,
hey,
these times our timing was like crazy because we'll get up like when the overseer's up talking, we be in the room in the back, the choir room, and then we'll leave. When we hear them doing something, we'll jump out and run and get on the instrument because we think they about
yeah. Hey, I got one in one time when Ted let me go and sneak on there one time, man.
Ooh,
actually,
you remember that?
It was me. It was listen. Y'all don't know if you remember. It was me, Anthony Harmon, and Pierre was on. Pierre,
I remember that.
And Ivan was on the drum, and Pierre was on guitar, and Anthony Harmon was on the bass.
Smash.
I'm like, let me go get some of this right quick, you know.
Y'all smash. I remember. Because we will wait for the moment for them to get up or for them to get tired or something to happen so that we can hop on as steel players. Because we respected what they did.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, bro. You respect what they did.
Yep.
You went home and you practiced. You called each other. You got together. You know, we traveled. We researched the history. We researched the church, the tapes. I mean, that was our homework, man.
That was our life.
You know, and it's like, yeah, there's a bunch of great new musicians coming up. There's a bunch of good guys, but you know, it's like, man, those glory days. People ask me, how could it come back? I'm like, it ain't coming back. It's gone. To be honest with you, it's gone, man. Hopefully, you know, like, listen, there was a moment in the NBA when Jordan retired in between LeBron and you were stuck with, you know, Steve Francis and Marbury and everybody dribbling, dribbling T-Mac, everybody dribbling around trying to get 40 and nobody playing.
Right.
And then when LeBron and Golden State Warriors came back passing, everybody's like, oh, wow, this is back. Like, that's what it's going to take, man. It's going to take somebody, you know,
to bring the back to the front.
Well, it was the whole thing collectively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's collectively because this was going on every night. You understand?
Every single night.
Every night. You can go every night in the General Assembly and won't have a bad tape. You know what I'm saying? You won't get no bad tape. You ain't gonna get no bad tape. You go and ask.
You try to find the one that you missed because you was outside tripping.
Shoot, I went to Wendy's, man.
You missed the jam.
Man, you like, shoot, man, how did I miss that, man? I knew I shouldn't have went to Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
But I think it's collectively, man. And you know, and I tell all those guys, I said, listen, you guys need to all sit down. And you got to understand that it's about the music. First of all, you're the band of the church. What does the band do? The band gets together and practice the freaking music. You know what I'm saying? What is the mood, right? What are we doing? What are the hymns? What jams are we going to do? If this scenario happens, here we go. Here's how we slow it down. If we slow it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. And know the songs, know the hymns, know the things that people don't think you made. And I'm not talking just one hymn. Learn all of them.
All of them.
Learn all
because
of them.
guess
Be
what?
inventive. Be innovative.
Because guess what I'll tell them? Guess what I'll say? They say, I tell them, there ain't not one song Chucky don't know how to play. There ain't one song Glenn Lee ain't know how to play. There ain't one song Ted don't know how to play. Yep. There ain't one song. You know what I'm saying? Like, them cats know music,
they
man.
Do it.
You know what I'm saying? Phil, Dave Watson, all these dudes, Dal Brundage, you know, like these cats know music, man. They ain't fumbling around the notes and the chords. They know the changes. Nope. In order to get from the song to the jam, you got to know the changes.
That's right.
You know, that's all it is. And when you do that, the jam is going to go to anywhere. Many of jams were made up on the spot because they all know the goal. You know what I'm saying? There was only one goal, is to get the music right. And next thing you know, Ted, like how many jams Ted and Calvin done came up with at church, man? Probably about 100, man.
We lost count. Sometimes in service, we would lose count.
Yo,
we would hear
like,
so much.
It's so many. Yo, listen, and that's what's crazy, man. Like, you know, I think, you know, that's what his whole like, oh, you got to learn how to play in the spirit. I think a lot of that came from too many people getting into Ted. It's like, yo, Ted know the what's going on. Ted know the scenario. Yeah. He know all the chords to the song. And so, Ted don't never really practice a jam, but he knows the whole song. So, but people got that mixed up with like, oh, I'm gonna just get in the spirit. Like, Ted knows the music, man.
He does.
which allows you to go into any jam. That's why any jam came to him on the moment, on the spot. Yeah. Same thing, right? With Calvin, on the spot.
On the spot.
You know what I'm saying? On the spot. Like Ted got so many freaking jams, man. That was the whole thing about the Detroit situation, man. Because they get down, man. On, you know, you go to Detroit, man, and that Midwest situation, man. Them cats, they like, man, what's going on out here in the Midwest? You know, they they tempos a little slower than us. You know, they just easing along and right. You're like, man, what kind of carrying on is going on here?
What doing? You're right.
Yeah,
But
and Ted,
at the end of the day,
right? And it's like, bruh, like them in the rhythm section, whether it was Rico, it was Pierre, whether it was your dad, your uncle, all of the Midwest cats, Danielle, all of them dudes, Dexter, all of those cats in the Midwest, like they know the music, man. They knew this. Everybody knew their role, man. Rico, you know what I'm saying? Terrence on the drums. No, you had Terrence and then Marcus on the drums out even there, man.
Tyrone Lott would play.
Tyrone and so you like those cats knew the music, man. They know the songs, they know the changes. The only way to get from and not only that, it's like I don't understand what's so hard. You know, the church only sing but about 5 of the hymns in the whole book.
Right.
You know, like. Yeah.
So you didn't have to learn a lot. And you know the funny thing too is when Ted, and this is the interesting thing about Ted when he played, like Ted was a few musicians who played a hymn like it was actually written.
Ain't that something? Like,
come on, brother. Come on, give me something.
Man, listen, I ain't doing that. I'm just sitting here reminiscing, man, because this some serious stuff, man. Like them cats know the music, man. It's you know, look. It's like I said, it's passed down to some of the guys because like David Fonville knows every song to every chord change to every song. Like you know, when I was like we the same age. So when we were coming up, like, you know, he started playing before me, but I'm like, I tried to be like him. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him, we were kind of, you know, we transitioned because we got into Dave Watson, right? And Dave Watson is the steel guitar on the guitar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
yes, sir.
Remember this one?
You got to do the high note.
Which one?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it right there.
That's it.
You know. Yeah. That's it. What's
you
that?
remember this one?
Oh yeah, bro. I play that all the time, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy, man? Oh yeah. Sorry, so I'm trying to tune something right now. I just get the Ted, look at it. But
You gotta have the chords. You gotta have the chords.
good with you. Man, you do the Ted, brother. Yeah. Yeah, see, I need to learn that one right there. Hey, people don't forget, man. We try to be like you, man.
Oh, dude.
You know. Well, you and you know, because you knew all of what everybody was doing, man. Ain't that something, man? Bruh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, the crazy part of
I'm about to go. This is great. We're gonna have to do this again, man, and incorporate something else in it.
might as well, man. Yeah, man. We can.
I appreciate you, man. And like I was telling everybody, I just want to remember the legacy of Derrick Campbell, you know, and
yeah,
I think this is a good way to honor him by brothers coming on together, like me and yourself, and just sharing, man. This is what it's about.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's such a. I mean, it's such a. It's a bad thing that we all can't be. I mean, we all someday gonna have a real home celebration service for him, man. You know, because the dude, man, you forget, like, not only is he one of us, he was one of our teachers. You know, me and you and David Fonville and Omar and all of these other cats. We all Keyshawn and all of, like, you know, like, so those guys, you know, the Campbells and all of them, and Glenn and Alvin and all of them, like, we grew up watching those dudes all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. And because they came with a newer bar, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It was a newer thing, you know, while we still held on to Henry, Calvin, and Ted at the time, you know what I'm saying? So Derrick is going to be sadly missed, his legacy, all of the great jams, the tone, the precision, the discipline, the fact that, you know, this guy, the tune-ins and the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just irreplaceable, man. It's that knowledge, you know, and you know, it's sad for me because I won't get to, you know, have no more of those conversations where every time you sit down with him, you learning some crazy, wacky thing. Like, you're like, well, what in the world? How you doing that, man? What's going on? What kind of thing you got going on? So we miss all of that. So anyway, man, I'm going to get out of here, man. You guys.
Hey, man, I love you, man. I appreciate
you too, bro.
Yeah, man.
You too, man. So anytime, man. Again. Let's get down. Sir. All of y'all music alive. Keep playing. All right, bro.
Let's keep doing it. All right, man.